Hello, my name is Derek Brown. I am the beverage director at Riel Restaurant in the Montrose neighborhood of Houston, Texas. And I've been asked to offer my favorite margarita recipe. So the margarita is a really funny drink. There are as many recipes as there are bartenders. A lot of people have interesting preferences, salt, no salt. There are a lot of variables, but let's talk a little bit about the history. No one's quite sure where the margarita came from or from whom, but the guesses are around Tijuana, circa 1930s. It was around Prohibition when a lot of Americans were traveling south of the border to obtain alcohol. So the word margarita means daisy in Spanish. So the daisy cocktail was a group of drinks made in the 1800s, usually with brandy, dry curacao, which is an orange liqueur, sugar, citrus, and a little bit of soda. So the margarita itself, usually not made with soda, usually is made with things like orange liqueurs, Grand Marnier, Cointreau, dry curacao. But today I'm going to make a version of the margarita that is called the Tommy's Margarita that was invented in 1987, 1988, circa thereabouts, by Julio Bermejo, whose family owns Tommy's Restaurant in San Francisco, California. So this is referred to as the Tommy's Margarita. And unlike most traditional margaritas, there are only 3 ingredients. There's no inclusion of orange liqueur. So in Tommy's Margarita, there are 3 ingredients. You have 100% agave tequila, in this case we're using Ocho, fresh lime juice, and agave nectar. That's it. So let's get started. I will begin with a little bit of agave nectar, a half an ounce to be exact. And I have this at room temperature so that it's a little easier to work with. Cold agave tends to stick everywhere. 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, and 2 ounces of tequila. Now, before I shake the cocktail, I'm going to prepare the glass here. I am going to show you guys how to make a salted rim on a glass. It's pretty simple. You've probably seen this done 1,000 times, but you just squeeze a lime on the edge of your rocks glass, and then I like to be careful not to get salt on the inside of the rim so that the guest has the option of including it in their sip or not. So there we have our cocktail glass ready. Put some ice in the shaker and shake the cocktail. Now we're going to double strain into the cocktail glass thusly, and then we'll include a little bit of ice. And we're going to garnish very simply with a lime wedge. And there you go, Tommy's Margarita.